Okay, so hello and very good evening. We'll start with today's internship session. So as always, we will first have presentation session, and then we will have the general discussion session. So if you guys have any presentation or general discussion, you guys can raise it. Right? Yeah, Varshita.
Can I start, sir?
Yeah, you will start.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Varshita and I'm from Web Development. Today's topic of presentation is Doctor Search website. The overview. Firstly, we'll look at the introduction. Then we'll look at the steps involved in completing the task. Then we'll look at the live demonstration of the website and then the references used to complete the task. Introduction. What is a Doctor Search website? Doctor Search website is an online platform designed to help people find healthcare providers in their area. How to use it. So all you have to do is enter the category of the doctor you're looking for and then the location, hit the search button. You'll get a list of doctors to choose from. Why do we need doctor search website? With so many options available, the task of finding the doctor becomes daunting. So this is where a doctor search website becomes invaluable. Reasons to use doctor search website. Firstly, accessibility. It provides the user the convenience and accessibility. The user can access the website from anywhere and at any time. Comprehensive information. It provides comprehensive information about the doctors, like the experience of doctors. Doctor search website can be time and effort saving. It can save considerable amount of time. You may end up in calling multiple clinics, finding out about the information of doctor, and or you have to either rely on the word of mouth recommendations. So the website is more reliable. Choice and comparison. Doctor Search website provides us a choice and we can compare among the various doctors based on our needs. The steps involved in completing the task. Firstly, I designed a prototype using Figma. Figma is a rapid prototyping tool which we can use to design web applications, mobile applications, and much more. This was a Figma design that I designed. Then I converted Figma design to HTML, CSS code using Locofy. Locofy is a Figma plugin. This task reduces the time considerably compared to the conventional method wherein we first write the code and then get the design. Then I hosted a website using a 000 web host. This is basically hosting a service provider. This step basically makes the website public that is accessible to everybody. Then I created a doctors database in MySQL. This is the database I created, a table named Doctor Info. Then I created a web service using PHP language. So web service is something that basically connects the front end with the back end. More on that in a bit. Then I tested the web service using the Postman. Postman is basically web service testing tool. So this is the Postman tool. Let's say I'm searching for a dermatologist. In Jayanagar. As you can see, we get a list of one doctor, Dr. Nilima Sharma. We can verify the same using the database. There is one dermatologist in Jayanagar, Dr. Nilima Sharma. Then I wrote a jQuery request to connect web service with the front end. So basically, when we enter the category of doctor and the location of doctor, a jQuery request is sent from the HTML page to the web service, which was created in step number 5. So from web service, a SQL query is sent to the database. And then the information is read from the database and it comes to the web service. And web service provides the information we are looking for and the format we are looking for in the front end. Now we'll look at the live demonstration of the website. So this is the website. Let's say we are looking for a dentist. In Jayanagar. As you can see, we have one doctor available, Dr. Gnanisha. We can verify the same using database. There is one dentist in Jayanagar, Dr. Gnanisha. Let's look at another example. Let's say we are looking for a general physician. In Bangalore. We have a list of two doctors, Dr. Prashant Dinesh and Dr. Steve Paul. We can verify the same using the database. There are two general physicians in Bangalore, Dr. Prashant Dinesh and Dr. Steve Paul. Let's search for a location that does not exist in our database. Let's say Delhi. As expected, the website shows no doctor found in your area. So this was a live demonstration. So these are the references I used to complete the task. So that brings me to the end of the presentation. Thank you. Please feel free to ask any questions.
Yeah, so I hope you are done with your presentation. Yeah, hello, Varshita. Hello, Varshita.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. See, your presentation was, I would say it was good, but emphasize more on the start, like, the introduction of your tasks. So let us say the client requirement, like what you understood from the client requirement. That will help you build a good story. See, it was a great start, I would say, a really great start, but it was quite rushed, I would say. Okay. And then the actual explanation was really well done. Like you went all step-by-step format was used. It looked like a story. So story-wise, I would say it was above average. But later, I believe you got deviated from that path because it can be more in-depth. Okay. So let us say when you are explaining about your design, so we need more insight on the design, like why you have chosen that design and what are the other features of your design. Okay. And then in the locofy part, you can show the exported code, like how the code was exported, what you actually got, and what you understood from that auto-generated code, and what are the other things you can do with that code, right? And then in the database, you did show us the database, but I believe it was not well explained, like what those data are, how you actually created it. Okay, so you need to explain it. And in the Postman, it was, I would say it was good, well explained. But you can you need to emphasize like what are the other methods you are using. Like if you are using post method or get method, if it is like body or parameter, all this information. This needs to be clear in the demonstration. Now coming to your live demonstration, see if you explain everything in the design phase of your step, like when you are explaining about the design, then you can directly go to the live demo. Yeah, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry about that. There is a power cut issue. So I believe I was there in the demonstration part, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So In the demonstration, as I said, when you are explaining the demonstration, if you have explained the design part correctly, then you don't need to explain the design part. But if you miss the design part in the Figma part, then you need to explain about the design also. And when you are giving a demo, like you are importing some kind of values and everything, then make sure that you are also explaining like how it is actually working behind the scenes. So let's say when you are importing the value, what is actually happening at the backend. Okay, because you also did the backend part, right? So you need to explain that part also. Okay. I would say other than it was good. It was just like, it was not as in-depth as we want, but I would say it was really well done. Okay, for being the first presentation, it was really well done. And one thing that I would recommend you, so you need to include a references part where you can give all the reference about not just the general references you have used, but also like artwork that you have used. You can give reference to that. And if the design you have like got somewhere inspiration, then you can also let us know about that design also. Okay, like where you actually got it. So make sure to include that next time. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then okay, we'll move on now. And sorry for the interruption, guys. Snehal Mani.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Oh yeah. Just give me a second.
Yes.
Okay. So Rakshita Kampra. If you have completed the presentation, then your task will consider it done. Okay, because in the task you have already demonstrated, right? So you don't have to demonstrate it again. Okay, but if you have any problem, you can let me know. But you don't have to submit the task again if you have already showed in the PPT itself. Okay, Snehal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can start. Please turn your camera on.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I visible?
Yeah, you are visible.
Yes, sir. Sir, let me share the screen, please.
Yeah.
So, good evening, one and all present here. I am Snehal Mane. My project name is Stock Trading Application, and my task name is Software Development Lifecycle for Stock Trading Application. I am from Java Developers Group. So, in this presentation, we are going to cover the following sections: introduction, types of SDLC model, benefits and challenges, implementation using Java, testing and deployment, maintenance, and then last conclusion. So let us start with the story. There was a boy named Rahul who is an entrepreneur and he wants to build a software trading application. So he asked his friend that, will you make it for me or develop it for me? So he's a software developer. He said to him that maybe you want some explanation. You need to understand more about the SDLC. So he acknowledged his friend name is Manish. So Manish acknowledged Rahul about what is SDLC, and he also explains his about the what are its phases. So here are the phases of software development life cycle. First is planning and analysis. Planning and analysis means in this we will define the goal of the project and what are the customer requirements. And in next we will look at the SRS document that is planned in this first phase. And in this, we will see the UI design and other more structures of the application. In this third phase, we will implement the actual code. The software product will actually work in this third phase. So in this, the developer will code by itself by using the language called Java or whatever he wants to use. And in next phase is testing and integration. The testing team will find or identify the bugs or they will make it stable, the application. And the next phase is deployment. In this deployment, the deployment team will set up the installation link for the users. They will make it happen for the users so they can use it. And the last phase is maintenance. Maintenance means they will debug the application at the regular basis and update the features of the application. So this is how Rahul comes and understands the SDLC model. Now there are various types of SDLC model, and we need to choose which type of model we will use in this. So him that waterfall model, it is a basic model. It is rigid and flexible. It is not for the real world projects because it is a basic of all the models. That's why. And also we also cannot change the things in this model. So it is requirements. Then the developers makes the prototype of the model and give the idea to the customer that what he wants. So this is also expensive because more prototyping is involved in this, and it has higher user involvement. Next model is iterative model. It is same as waterfall model, but it has a difference that it involves user and it gives feedback at every stage. Our next model is red model. In this, if we have to complete the model in the time limit or the cost limit, we use red model. It has quick prototyping, user involvement is there, and time box iterations means that we have to complete this in a certain time limit. Now, next model is spiral model. It involves risk management. It means we want to resolve the risk at the every stage of the model. So we will use the spiral model. It is iterative and it has incremental approach. Now, next model is agile model. It is new and it has advanced technology. In this, the team works. They have no leader. They work in a team where all are equal. So this is how they quality the all the models. Here in this, it is a collaboration. It involves collaboration and customer involvement is also there, and basically it satisfies the customer. So I can say that Rahul will use this model. He will choose this model for his application. So Manish uh, accepts it and satisfies him by telling him that agile model is the best. So next, he come across the benefits and challenges of SDLC model. So Manish told him that there are more of the benefits here. Uh, Clear the problem. It has defined goal and uh, clear well designed project structure. Smooth transition when team members are leave means team members are leaving. They have the members aid, and they have the challenges also. SDLC model has also challenges. That means rigidity and lack of flexibility, improper task allocation, time and cost run means if we don't have time to complete our project in the time limit, that is what it means. And integration and compatibility issue means modules that are being integrated are not working properly. That these challenges may be faced by the models. Now next come to the implementation using Java. Manish come across the implementation. He told Rahul that how will I implement all these models using the language that is called Java. So for the UI design, he uses Java FX or some Spring frameworks, and some more frameworks are there in the Java to build the UI design. JavaFX is recommended due to its updated features and ability to create a attractive UI design. Also, Spring framework is extremely sorry extremely used for software design, development, and deployment in Java. Some of the APIs we will also use to feature the app, that is Yahoo Finance. It is best for stock trading data, real stock, best for real time stock prices and latest stock price. That means best for latest stock prices which are being sold in the market. And the last thing is we will apply the algorithm, that is algorithmic trading, which combines the programming and financial markets to execute trades efficiently, removing emotions from the process. So this is how Manish will implement it, and he will then test and deploy the application. He will use the unit testing, integration testing, security testing, system testing, performance testing, and he will deploy it by environment settings, that is, he will use a server to make it usable for the customers, version control, a release management, deployment process, monitoring and logging. These are the some of the steps too that will be involved in the deployment phase. So next comes to the maintenance. Manish helps Rahul helps Rahul to maintain the application. So how he will implement it or maintain it? He will establish a systematic process for reporting and tracking bugs, optimize the database queries, and fine-tune system configuration, keeps the application up to the date with the least software update, and provide ongoing technical support to users. So this is how Manish will help Rahul, and this is how SDLC model will help Rahul to build a stock trading application that meets the demand of the financial market. By following a structured approach, organization can build a robust, secure, and high-performance trading platform that empowers traders and investors to navigate the complexity of stock market. So this is the Rahul who is very happy with his stock trading application, and he give thanks to the Manish. So this is how our story ends and my presentation. So anyone have any questions they can ask? So thank you. Thank you for the attention.
Okay, so I hope your presentation is done. So see, this time you have improved a lot. Okay. With respect to story wise or explanation wise, I would say. But I think again in the start when you are giving the introduction, you can give more information. So let us say again, as I said, client requirement. So you have given let us know different models in SDLC, right? And you have actually done really well done job in explaining this. But when you are letting me know about the difference model, so this is why the client requirement is important. So let us say what is the nature of my project, okay, or what is the nature of my stock trading application project that I'm going to do, and based on that, what is the best model for me. So this can be well explained if you are explaining waterfall model in based on the nature of project. So which model will be best fit for which type of project.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
And that can be easily achieved by just adding simple examples. Okay. So I would say in your presentation, you need more examples. So that will make it much easier for your viewers to understand, people who are coming from the non-technical background. Okay. And it will also improve your story. Okay. And when you are saying this is my story, don't use phrase that this is my story. That is a bad phrase. You can say, okay, let's see a scenario. Right.
Okay. Yes,
You can
sir.
use this kind of words, which are
Okay,
much
sir.
more better when you hear them. And when you hear let's look at a story, that doesn't really sound good. Okay. So use phrases like let's look at a scenario, and then you can also end it like that. But later, as I said, you need to give more examples. Somewhere you have mentioned APIs of Yahoo Finance and some other right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, serious one. It doesn't really make sense best real time stock and best latest stock. So what is difference between real time and latest? Okay. So if you give examples what kind of data we are actually receiving from this references, then it will be much easier for your viewers to visualize which API to use, right? So use more examples. And did you add the reference in this one, reference slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you need to explain these references, okay, give more. And also you can add more references. Like if you are talking about the Yahoo Finance and other thing, you need to include those links also, right? So let us say their API has some kind of documentation, or they have a page where you can apply for that API. So you need to include that in the references, because when you are including them in your presentation, it is important that you are giving them proper credits at them. Okay. So include that next time. And in the thank you slide, as I said, mention your email. Okay. So let us say if someone has more questions, someone is watching your presentation later, they have any question, then they can reach out to you through your email. Right. So
Yes,
next
sir.
time do that. And other than that, I would say it was really well done. Much more improvement from your side from last time. Okay. So keep it up
Thank you, sir.
and include more examples. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Okay.
much, sir.
Okay, thank you, Snehal. Okay, then we'll move on to Shubham.
Yes, sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Please turn your camera. Yeah.
So is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shubham Yadav, and I'm going to present prescriptive analytics. And I'm from data engineers or machine learning group. So the problem statement for prescriptive analysis is: suppose a user owns an artifact shop. He wants to keep his store stocked up with latest and trending artifacts and apparels, but ordering new artifacts and filling up stocks takes about a month, during which the trend falls away and the profit margin drops. So the user wants to predict what artifacts to stock up early on to increase his profits and to optimize his inventory. So for this particular problem, we will be using prescriptive analysis. So what is product demand forecasting? To analyze the patterns in demand of product and understand the trend, understanding the relationship between supply and demand for a product, and which in this case is artifacts, using prescriptive analytics techniques, which includes various algorithms like LSTM, various logistics regression to optimize the inventory management of a given product. So the project flow for the given prescriptive analysis project will be to understand the dataset attributes, which we have given, which in this case is the product demand forecast, cleaning the dataset, removing the unnecessary data or checking for null values. And after cleaning or performing the EDA on the dataset, we will analyze the patterns in the dataset in supply and demand based on time and warehouses. Then we will train the model for predicting future demand using proper algorithm. And then at the end, after training the model, we will be predicting the demand and optimizing the supply accordingly. Let's take a look at the given data set. So first of all, we will be understanding what the data set is. So the given data set which we are given for product demand forecast, it shows that we have concluded various observations, like there is 1% null values. The data ranges from 2011 to 2017, and the warehouse J is about 90%. There are a lot more observations which I will show in the while demonstrating the project. Then we will clean. The cleaning process involves renaming and normalizing the attributes, sorting the data in ascending date order, eliminating the null values, converting the data in proper format. After that, after cleaning or performing ADA, we will be analyzing the model. Analyzing means using various matplotlib algorithms and ways to find various or analyze the various trends in the model. For example, in this, we have given a bar graph for which the x-axis is warehouse and the y-axis is count. So you can see different count of various warehouses, and there's also a time series of year X order demand Y for various years. So there's like a yellow line shows the warehouse J's product demand and supply from 2011 to 2017. After that, we will be using LSTM algorithm to train the model. LSTM stands for long-term short memory network, used in deep field of deep learning. It is capable of learning long-term dependencies, especially in sequence prediction problems. The reason for using LSTM is because it is best for product demand forecasting. And for example, after training the model, the graph given shows the time X order demand Y graph, and it is a time series graph. So it gives a detailed view about each product supply and demand for each time period from 2011 to 2017. After training the model, we will be predicting, and the prediction for training we have used from 2011 to 2016, which is given by blue lines. So that is used for training, and 2016 to 17 is used for testing. So after that, any value given after 2017, we can predict the model, or we can predict the supply for the particular date and what is the order demand for it using the LSTM model solution. The user can predict what kinds of trends will follow and order the stocks with respect to it. This will increase its profit and satisfy the customers. So I will just show the. So here is the source code for the given project. I've already run it previously. So first we will be importing all the necessary modules and libraries. And then for LSTM model, we have imported min-max scalar, sequential, dense, LSTM and dropout. And then we will mount our Google Drive and the given historical product demand, which the Kaggle dataset is read. And the dataset is given here. So we have product code, warehouse, product category, date, and order demand in the dataset. Now we will rename the columns for product code, product, just we are renaming the columns. And the data head for the starting is now changed, as you can see. Now we are checking, now this is the cleaning process. Now we are checking the null values. So as you can see, this is for the null values and there are certain null values. There are not many null values here, which is really good. Now sort the data according to date column. Here we have according to the date, we have sorted the data. And then we have created a month day field for further analysis. Second way to change data column as date time. Now we have converted the date column to date time format. And here we have just described the entire order demand column. As you can see, count, mean, standard, mean. This is for the order demand column. Now information about categorical values, which is the remaining columns, excluding the data order demand. So it is also described here for product code, warehouse, product category. The count, unique, top, and frequency are determined. Now using various matplotlib libraries and its various functionalities, we are finding the given time series graph. So as you can see here, we have printed the count and the time series graph for each of the category of product category with respect to its frequency. So like category 19 has a frequency of around 48,000. Here for every year the frequency is given for each and every category. Now now we are given, this is the bar graph as it was shown in the PPT. So we have used this SNS count plot, and whereas warehouse is given in the x-axis, warehouse J, S, C, and A, and the count for each warehouse is given in the y-axis. Now we have used again SNS.cat plot. This is a cat plot for each of the month and years for all the years from 2011 to 2017 and the order demand with respect to it. Now this is the timeline series for the order demands. Now this is the pie chart for each and every year from 2011 to 2016. We have used this for the percentage of each plot gives the amount of product demand it was respect to the whole plot. This is with respect to all the months in a year. This is just the monthly pivot table. Now we have created a dictionary in which the key value pairs are the months, January, February, etc. And with respect to it, there is a certain count, like for January 0, February 1, and with like that with December to 11. Now we have again used the plt.show for giving a time series plot for month X order demand Y. Here we have used, here again it's the df.head. For better results, we have used the data between 2012 to 2016 because it was the most relevant according to the pie graph and the previous data set used, and the previous, as you can see in the graphs, which were the most relevant for the given product demand forecast. Now this is again the time series graph for each and every year for order demand. So the y-axis is order demand, which shows the order demand for each and every product in every year from 2011 to 2017. Now create a new data with only the order demand column. And then we have normalized the data using min-max scalar, which we had imported earlier. Now this is the now we are training the data set for the LSTM algorithm to work. This is in this for loop we have included all the data set in the files and we have trained the model. This is the training function. And then we have again reshaped the data set. Then creating the testing data set. First, we have trained the model, which is about 80%, and for testing, we have used 20%. And then we have built the LSTM model. LSTM is really easy to do in Python because we have already used LSTM library in it. So we imported the LSTM library and we're using the sequential model.add and and specifying various entities. We have specified it like units. We are using 512 written sequences, true activation rel, which is very important to LSTM model to work. And input shape, we have given the shape of the x.train.shape, which is the order demand. Then we have compiled the LSTM model, then trained the LSTM model. As you can see, the epoch 1, 2, 3 for all the 13. It shows the loss for each of the respective models, and then we have predicted the model. And at the end, this is the predicted model, or the last plot for the order demand. So as you can see, from 2012 to 2016, we had actually trained the data. So the blue one gives the data which has been trained, and the y-axis gives the order demand. So for this one, the order demand is about 0.9, above 0.9. So and the red one is the predictions. The green line, to be exact, is the prediction which the LSTM model gives. And from 2016 to 17, we have used for validation or testing the one. So we can use this model to predict in future date and time also. So this is the drive link for the given project. The references, the Kaggle data set, and the YouTube referral link for LSTM, which I have referred to in the following project. And conclusion, we have successfully understood the demand supply relation across time, trained a model using LSTM algorithm, use the train model for forecast future demand. Thank you. Any question and answers, then feel free to ask.
Okay. See, much more improvement from last time, I would say. Okay, last time you were simply just reading from the slides, but this time you have improved a lot. The presentation explanation, it was all of things have improved, but I think they can more improve. Okay, there is some more room for improvement with respect to your presentation. Okay, but the thing is, when you're building a story, you did a good job this time, but start with your client specification, like what you are actually trying to look for. Okay, and then in conclusion, also the conclusion was really small. You can also include your findings in your conclusion part. Okay, like what you actually got from all this on your task. You have some more better conclusion. Just having 3 points is not enough. Okay. And your project demonstration, it was really well done, I would say. This is one of the best project demonstration I have seen for the prescriptive analysis. So again, just improve on your explanation skills. Other than that, your project demonstrations are really good. Okay. You are muted.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay. Okay, then we can move on now. Thank you. You can stop the screen share. Imran, you have any general queries or presentations?
So this is my first day.
This is your what?
First day.
Can you please turn your camera?
Yes.
Are you from which batch?
In Madhya Pradesh.
Which batch?
Java development.
That is your group. Batch is the date.
16th May.
16th May.
Yes. Sir.
Today is 30th.
Sir, exam चल रही थी मेरी.
Then did you not contact technical support or anyone in the, or you must have contacted someone like when you were joining? Did you not tell them?
No, sir.
Why?
सर मैंने सोचा था मैंने बाद में 1 जुलाई से देख लेंगे. वो एग्जाम खत्म हुई तो मैं डायरेक्ट इधर आ गया.
This is not how you should operate. Okay, like कि मेरी एग्जाम खत्म हो जाएगी तो फिर मैं डायरेक्ट ज्वाइन करूँगा. This is the internship, right? तो तुमको अपने बैच के साथ ही रहना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, एक काम करो, 1 तारीख का जो वेलकम सेशन है उसमें ज्वाइन करो, उसमें इंट्रोडक्शन सेशन भी होते हैं, तो उसको गो थ्रू करो, उसके बाद तुमको टास्क दे देंगे, या फिर टास्क चाहिए तो फिर मुझे अपना ईमेल दे दो, टास्क में तो मैं आज ही से असाइन कर दूंगा, बट टू नो द प्रोटोकॉल्स एंड ऑल द रूल्स यू नीड टू ज्वाइन द वेलकम सेशन, राइट? So join on 1st June, okay, on the 1st June batch. And if you want the task right now or by tomorrow, let me know your email. We'll activate you, because if you are not activated, then you will not get the task. And if you have already received the task, then you can continue.
I don't receive, but I join 1st June classes regularly.
So you can join it from now on.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Link यही रहेगी?
Yeah. This is the same link for everyone.
Okay, sir.
Okay. For more like rules and protocols, you can join on the 1st June. We have the welcome session. You will know everything about what you need to do, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, can I leave?
Yeah, you may leave. There are no more presentation and you can leave. I'll just keep the meeting on for some time, then we'll end. Okay? You can end if
Okay.
you can leave if you want. No issues. Join on 1st June.
Okay, sir.